pounds, fighting out of Sunbury, Pennsylvania, Tim the Barbarian Boetsch. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, a mixed martial artist holding a professional record of 5 wins with 1 loss. Standing 6 feet 1 inch tall, weighing in at 204 pounds, fighting out of Utica, New York, Matt the Hammer Hamill. And when the action begins, our referee in charge of the octagon is Adam Martinez.
So Adam Martinez is our referee. Tim Boetsch against Matt Hamill.
Fighter ready? Fighter ready? Let's go to work.
Here we go. Tonight's clock is sponsored by Subway Restaurant. Subway, eat fresh. Early start, Boetsch looking for the strikes. Knee.
Matt shooting for the double. He's got Boetsch down.
These
He's
are
on
two
top.
excellent wrestlers, Joe.
Well, they are excellent wrestlers, but Matt Hamill has a significant advantage in both international experience and you know, really MMA competition as well. But Boetsch looked fantastic against David Heath.
Boetsch wrestled at Lock Haven, which is a wrestling powerhouse in Pennsylvania. Division I in wrestling, Division II or III in all the other sports.
He's got to be careful here. It looks like Matt is working on some sort of a neck crank. Hamill is a powerful, powerful man.
One could make the argument that Matt Hamill should be unbeaten in his Ultimate Fighting Championship career, because that was a very controversial decision that went against him in London and went the way of Michael Bisping. Hamill in half guard right now.
Yeah, there's very few people thought that Bisping won that fight, but you know, it was a good performance by Hamill, and one of the things that he demonstrated is he's got some serious power in his right hand, and I think that was one of the things that really threw Bisping off.
Trying to get that leg free.
Hamill in the scramble. It's great balance.
And good job by Boetsch to keep it in guard. Tim Boetsch, originally from the small town of Lincoln, Maine. Talked about Forrest Griffin a moment ago. The Ultimate Fighter, Team Rampage versus Team Forrest. The premiere edition here tonight. 32 men fight their way into the house.
Boetsch at this point is just trying to keep Hamill from passing to mount. Trying to keep him in his guard.
Hamill injured during the Ultimate Fighter 3, unable to continue in the competition. He could have been on his way to becoming the Ultimate Fighter winner.
Another attempt at a scramble to get full guard, but Hamill stuffs it.
Good start by Matt Hamill.
There's that level of grappling that Hamill has. He's just such a powerful dude. That guy gets you on your back, you're in a lot of trouble.
Stop.
And they're going to stand him up.
Let's go. Up. Over there.
An interesting tidbit about Matt Hamill in that fight with Michael Bisping is that he had a very badly injured knee, and it's one of the reasons why he says he let Bisping up every time they went to the ground. His leg would lock up. He had a bucket handle meniscus tear, and his leg would lock up if it passed 90 degrees.
Oh, they meet.
Exchange kicks.
Boetsch has heavy hands.
And so does Hamill.
Boetsch trying to use some head movement. And good knee by Tim Boetsch.
He showed a lot of those knees in the fights with David Heath.
Those front kicks were very lethal.
Yeah.
And again, he looks uppercut.
Tries a head kick there, but Hamill was out of distance.
The story has been well documented. Matt Hamill is deaf. He has excelled and overcome the obstacles that life has given him. And he is a tremendous, tremendous wrestler and athlete.
Nice leg kick by Boetsch.
3-time Division III National Wrestling Champion at the National Technical Institute for the Deaf in Rochester. And a 2004 inductee into the Division III Athletic Hall of Fame. Oh, almost ate the uppercut there, courtesy of Boetsch.
Boetsch with a nice knee.
Boetsch is looking to finish it with one swing upward.
Boetsch a little winded here.
Yeah, he does look a little winded, doesn't he, Joe?
It's, you know, the strength of Hamill is very hard to deal with, and Boetsch spent a lot of that round on the bottom trying to get out of it.
Originally, this fight was to be Matt Hamill against Stephan Bonner. Boetsch happy to step in again because he had an opportunity to become a regular in the UFC when he stepped in on short notice against David Heath.
Matt Hamill's bleeding out of his mouth. Inside leg kick by Hamill.
Remember his striking on the show, Joe, and now you look at his striking now. I mean, there's no comparison to be made.
No, he's definitely gained a lot of technical skill. But the brute power that he has behind those punches is really what's impressive.
Both guys looking for an uppercut to connect here. There's one. And a huge knee.
And
Hamill
right to that
pushes
gut.
forward, though.
Hamill with the right hand.
Boetsch caught him with that knee. Under 30 seconds remains in round one. Boetsch trying to set it up again, Joe,
Good
but he eats
uppercut
one.
by Hamill.
Over the top.
Here comes a knee again.
Another one. Bloodied up is Matt Hamill.
Leg kick.
Good first round in the light heavyweight division.
And this is the reason. See that lip of Matt Hamill? That's the reason all the blood is there. That is a nasty cut on the lip. And it was caused by this knee from Tim Boetsch. It's actually probably caused by the earlier knee, but that's what's doing the damage.
Good round one. Turned in by Boetsch, the Barbarian, and Matt the Hammer Hamill. Boetsch really utilizing those knees. Now he's starting to work that lead leg. Boetsch basically after he picked David Heath apart, he picked David Heath up and threw him on his head. And he really likes to use that either rear push kick or the front kick as a weapon, Joe. That's a slow.
He felt Boetsch on top of him, but Hamill scrambles up quickly.
Boetsch does not
Big
look
right hand by Boetsch.
like he has an excess of energy and an excess of capacity in those lungs. He's breathing really heavy again here.
Well, we are at altitude. That's
Absolutely.
one thing people have to remember. We're in Denver, and it is very high up here. Very little oxygen in the air.
Some of the fighters came up weeks in advance to try to acclimate themselves to the high altitude.
Boetsch trying to hold on to that single. Hamill just landed punches. Boetsch better get out of here.
Watch your back, ahead.
Hamill scurries to the back.
The hammer fist by Hamill.
Boetsch got to get out of here.
You gotta get out of there.
You hear the referee Adam Martinez telling him to get out. Hamill trying to finish it.
Boetsch is in a lot of trouble
serious
here.
trouble.
You gotta protect
And this is
Hamill
not a
looking to
fight.
finish the fight.
Stop it.
It is all over. Matt the Hammer Hamill defeats Tim Boetsch.
Big victory for Matt Hamill.
Fatigue may have contributed to Hamill's ability to finish it from that position.
You know, Mike, I thought about that before we did this card. I was like, man, how many of these guys have acclimated to this environment?
Yeah.
Because it is a big shock to your system. And you know what is also a shock to the system was Matt Hamill's strength, his wrestling ability, and that first round.